what I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about is how does HashiCorp think about community feedback? We as a company take the community super, super seriously. As you might imagine, we spent a lot of time talking yesterday, both in my section and Mitchell's section, about listening to the community, right? And in many ways, the theme of our Terraform updates were also listening to the community, right? And so I think what we try and do is figure out, who are the vocal people in our community that are really giving us that sort of voice of the community feedback, letting us know how people really feel, and using that to kind of drive our decision making. And so something that we heard loud and clear from many, many people, and probably the loudest and most clear from Kelsey, was, hey, this unsealing process is a real pain. Can you help us out in the open source community? So we took that to heart, and we feel that HashiCorp does its best to sort of follow through with our promises. And I know Kelsey just as much as a man of his words. So we decided, you know what? He's made his promise. We're just going to beat him to it and send him a bunch of T-shirts. Because knowing Kelsey, I have a feeling he's following through on this.
So before we send any T-shirts, So you did your thing, and I really appreciate it. The thing is, I didn't see it working. So before I put on any T-shirts, I need to see it actually work. So there's only one proper way of doing this. So I have my personal Vault set up here. All right, so this is the one that I currently use. It's a real working Vault install. And I was sitting watching the live stream at home yesterday. I was actually at home. And I was like, oh, they really did it. All right, so let's log in and make sure this is a legit working Vault thing. Of course, everyone logs in with the root token. Because I'm a badass, right? Like, what are you going to do? So you log in, and if you've ever seen this in action, well, I'm going to show you how it works. So I have a multi-node Vault cluster, so I have an HA mode. And so what this means is I have two versions of Vault running, and I have it backed by a GCS bucket. And the way this typically works is you unseal it, or you initialize it, you get your keys, you unseal it. But here's the thing. Anyone ever seen what happens when you do this? Okay, so we're going to switch over to another console. Oh, we need to click over. This is working. Yes, okay. So we're going to click over here. So here's the thing. If you ever were to delete your Vault deployment, now what happens when this is in play? Okay, so if you ever delete your install, you need to find all of your teammates. You ever did this? You're hard down, and you run around, and you try to find all the people that have your Vault keys, okay? Now, the truth is, you got all the keys on your laptop, but but you told your manager that they're split evenly across the team, but you're lying, okay? So you get all the keys, and you restore everything. And they're like, well, you didn't call anyone else. It's like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's back up and running. So here's the problem, though. So we're all nervous to do this because we don't trust that it's going to come back up. So here's what we want to be able to do. If you delete these all at the same time, now you're hard down. And this is where you start to have that kind of anxiety of, am I going to be able to piece these keys back together? The thing is now shutting down. And we know, for a security perspective, that when this comes back up, we're going to probably have to unseal it again. Okay? Now, how long do you think it takes to unseal Vault in the middle of the night at 3 a.m.? It's probably not going to work out well. So we can see that it's starting over now. And I'm not quite sure it's not ready. All right, let's see. All right, I'm not putting on anything until it works. So let's see the logs. No human intervention here. So we can see in the logs here that it says, hey, Vault is unsealed, and I didn't do anything. And the final test is if I hit refresh on my browser, okay, looking good, log back in. Looks like it works. I'm a man of my word. If it works, I will totally rock the T-shirt for a month. And if you zoom in,
thank you. Thank you so much.